Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and well, it's finally come to this. It has finally come down to this. I knew from day one that I've been really excited to see this movie, and oh my god! Looks like the hype is actually well worth it! It's finally out! And I'm actually really glad, so yeah, looks like right about now, it looks like you can immediately tell from the excitement in my face right about now, it looks like today's movie right about now. I have been super excited to actually see it ever since day one, to be August right about now, so, yeah, I guess if anything, yeah, I knew right away from day one, I am really excited to see this movie right about now, and it looks like it's finally out right about now, and my god, I guess the hype is well worth it, and well, here I am talking about it in this latest thoughts video right about now, so yeah, I guess right about now, I guess I know I did tease this in my previous thoughts video that I did when I talked about Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, and yeah, that's actually gonna be well worth it. Yeah, that was actually well worth it for me to tease that, to be honest, and yeah, looks like if anything, looks like it's finally out right about now, just literally a couple days after I already got to see West Side Story, and yeah, I guess I might as well go ahead and talk about this movie right about now. So yeah, I guess for today's movie right about now, believe it or not, pretty much after about quite some time, to be honest, and especially hanging up a Regal Cinemas with my mom to see West Side Story, I've returned to, of course, seeing the wonderful people over at Crown City Cinemas in Cortland just to see this movie, and let me tell you right now, they're still absolutely generous as always in terms of letting me see a new movie that's came out, and believe it or not, if you may recall some of the past thoughts videos that I did for the past few months, I actually did pretty much show to all of you guys a nice stamp card that I got from them that once I get 10 stamps, that will allow me to, of course, get me a free ticket to see this movie. And, well, believe it or not, thanks to that 10 stamps I finally got right about now, I did manage to get that free ticket for sure, and I was able to cash that stamp card in just so that I can go and see this movie for sure. So yeah, I think I might as well say the hype is actually really well worth it, and yeah, with today's movie, I am glad I got that free ticket from that stamp card that I've had for some time just to get exactly that, and I was absolutely thrilled for sure. So yeah. And of course, for today's movie right about now, it is actually no exception right about now. So with that being said, I know I did hit this for quite some time now, so I guess I might as well go ahead and talk about it here today. So yeah, I guess for today's movie right about now, we're not only going to be diving right into the latest movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which I absolutely really love, but I guess if anything, after quite a couple of years since after his last solo movie right about now, let's go ahead and swing on back with our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man right about now. So yeah, I guess pretty much based on those two that I've actually mentioned, yeah, I think it's pretty clear on what I'm going to be talking about. But for those who don't right about now, today's movie I'm going to be talking about that I've been hyped for quite some time is none other than the latest Spider-Man movie in the MCU, which is none other than Spider-Man No Way Home. So yeah, after quite a long time right about now, The movie is finally out right about now, and I had the privilege to go see it for sure, and well, here I am talking about it for today's thoughts video right about now. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so now that I've got this introduction out of the way, I guess I might as well pretty much do what I normally do for these thoughts videos right about now. So yeah, I guess right about now, if you may recall in the past few months leading up to this film's release, I did, of course, do a couple of thoughts videos that I did talking about the trailers that dropped before, and I can immediately tell right about now, I have been super hyped for, of course, this movie right about now, because yeah, I guess right about now, what else can I say about Spider-Man? To be honest, he's actually one of the most recognizable superheroes in all of Marvel Comics history right about now, and of course, with of course the previous Spider-Man movies that we got in the past, well, they are done good, but not really that gripping to, of course, get a lot of people hyped up for, of course, this one, but I knew right away, I was absolutely thrilled to see that Spider-Man finally made his way to the MCU right about now, and trust me when I say, it was actually really well worth it to have him on board, pretty much from going from, of course, teaming up with all the other Avengers, and of course, Captain America Civil War, and both Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, and even build up a whole lot with, of course, the solo movies that he has done, which are, of course, Homecoming and Far From Home, the latter of which I did already talk about in its own thoughts video that I did a couple years ago. So yeah, I guess right about now, I have been super, yeah, I was madly in love with on how well Spider-Man is, of course, representing in the MCU, and all the movies I've actually stated right about now that he was a part of, he was absolutely really great, and Tom Holland actually gave out a really charming performance playing the web slinger as always, for sure. So yeah, I am absolutely really quite thrilled to see Spider-Man in the MCU done pretty well. So yeah, and of course I have been wanting to see more of him in the MCU for sure, and thankfully with today's movie right about now, it actually does prove exactly that for sure. But unlike the two solo movies where of course we've actually gotten to know him, this one, yeah, this Spider-Man, however, is actually much bigger and epic than of course Homecoming and Far From Home, to which yeah, don't get me wrong, I love Homecoming and Far From Home, in case a lot of you guys may be wondering, but I actually do like the simple idea of course, having Spider-Man pretty much start up small and then work his way up, to be honest, which I'm not gonna lie, is actually a really great move for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, I guess for the case of No Way Home, I am really excited to see what goes down for, of course, this movie, and ever since day one, I have been really looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do for, of course, this new Spider-Man movie for sure, and yeah, after quite a long time of waiting, the movie is finally out right about now, and yeah, and I guess if anything, I think it actually might have done a clever job, and of course, pretty much having a similar strategy to, of course, Avengers Endgame for sure. Just keeping everything top secret for sure, and have nobody, I mean nobody, spoil the movie for sure, which yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a good game plan for sure, and for the case of this review right but now, I promise it will be spoiler free for sure, so I'm not gonna give everything away for sure. So yeah, going back on topic right but now, I've been really excited to see what goes down for, of course, this movie now that it's finally out right about now, and again, thanks to the free ticket that I got from my stamp card that I had for Crown City Cinemas, I was able to, of course, to pretty much go down there and actually see this movie for myself. And well, now that the movie is finally out and I officially got back from, of course, seeing it not too long ago, I guess the only question remains, what do I think of this latest Spider-Man movie? Wow. That's actually a pretty good question. What can I say about this new Spider-Man movie, to be honest? Except for one thing, and one thing only, and that being this latest Spider-Man movie that had just came out is absolutely, particularly, nothing else I can say that that goes alongside absolutely, but I'm still gonna say absolutely okay, yeah, I simply cannot contain this any longer, but yeah, I guess if anything, this latest Spider-Man movie is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I guess right about now, I think with, of course, everything I've actually seen right about now, the hype for this movie was absolutely well worth it, and I mean everything I've actually seen throughout the course of this movie, my God, it's actually a really fantastic movie all the way right about now. Pretty much, I can not only proclaim this as probably the best Spider-Man movie that I've actually seen by far, let alone the best Spider-Man movie in the MCU by far, but this would definitely have to be one of the best movies I've actually seen in my entire life right about now, let alone this year for sure, and for that, truly one of my new favorites right about now. It is absolutely great for sure. So yeah, I guess with everything I'm actually saying, I am glad the hype for this movie was actually well worth it. And in the end, I have actually got a really fantastic, really incredible, really amazing Spider-Man movie by far. So yeah. So yeah, short, sweet, to the point, I really love this movie all the way. So yeah. Alright, so now that I've kind of got the short version out of the way, I guess I might as well go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about. Yeah, pretty much, first off is, of course, the story for, of course, this movie, and I have to say, I really do admire on how well crafted the story is for sure, and again, I'm not going to give everything away for sure right but now, as I don't want to spoil the whole thing for sure, but I think with what I'm seeing, I really enjoyed the story for, of course, this movie for sure. Pretty much picked up exactly where Far From Home left off, and actually has actually grown a whole lot for quite some time, and actually really took all the pretty much all the stepping points right about now to actually build its way up to the big and epic stuff for sure. And it actually does take its time to actually establish every single dilemma that our heroes had to overcome for sure. And yeah, for that, I really do admire the way on how well crafted this story is for sure. And I mean, I think with, of course, everything else I'm actually seeing, it actually really nails it on the head for sure, and it really does an incredible job with what it's actually trying to overcome. So yeah, I guess if anything, the story for, of course, this movie, I actually find really engaging and really well done for sure. And not only that, I also find the film's writing, I have to say, to also be absolutely really well crafted for sure. I think pretty much with everything I'm actually seeing right about now, it actually pinpoints everything that I would want for, of course, a Spider-Man movie for sure. And of course, it actually involves some interesting callbacks from the previous films, and even some stuff from, of course, the Spider-Man comics for sure, both good and bad for sure. So yeah. Yeah, I think with everything I'm actually seeing right but now, I really love on how well crafted the film's writing is for sure. It really nails it on the head for sure, and of course it's everything what I would expect for, of course, a Spider-Man movie. So yeah, I actually, I guess with all that in mind, the story is really well crafted, and the writing is, of course, brilliantly well done for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say for those two. Alright. Alright, so now that I've got the first two out of the way, I guess I might as well go ahead and talk about, well, the next thing that I need to mention, which are, of course, the characters right about now. And my god, I really love how well developed and how much these characters grown for sure. And for that, I really love on every single development that is, of course, being given for sure. And I think they are really well done right about now. And I just really love on how likable these characters are. So yeah, I think particularly what really sold me the most is, of course, definitely Spider-Man himself for sure. So yeah, pretty much if anything, Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, in this movie, I will have to say he is really much more developed in this movie compared to, of course, the previous two movies that came before, because yeah, with what I'm seeing overhead, but now upon looking at pretty much Spider-Man himself in this movie, I actually did start looking at him, and I actually thought to myself, wow, it looks like Spider-Man is actually becoming, well, Spider-Man for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, right about now, I think when a lot of people think of Spider-Man, pretty much you can actually see Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, actually start to grow a whole lot as the comics progress, and actually becoming an actual man, and of course handling the good old-fashioned quote, "With great power comes great responsibility," and I guess with this movie, we actually did get that. He actually is starting to become a man. He's pretty much know what struggles he's going to be going through, and of course he carries on the phrase, "With great power comes great responsibility." So yeah, I'm actually really thrilled on how well Spider-Man is becoming, well, an actual man for sure, because yeah, much like if anything, the first two movies actually did take its time to actually let Spider-Man actually grow, but in a rather short period of time throughout these two movies, just to get him into the midst of things, and I actually think that's a clever move. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say about now for, of course, Peter Parker for sure, but I guess if anything, for this being Spider-Man, you definitely know that there are going to be Spider-Man villains for sure, and my god, they really got a whole bunch of Spider-Man villains for, of course, this one. Yeah, many of which have actually came from, of course, previous Spider-Man movies that came before. You name it, they brought in Dr. Octopus, aka Doc Ock, they brought in Electro, they brought in the Green Goblin, they brought in the Sandman, and they even brought in the Lizard for sure. So yeah, I think with, of course, everything I'm actually seeing, I really do admire the way they actually brought in these villains together, and they are incredibly well done in, of course, this movie. Because, yeah, I think I really do get fully immense with, of course, pretty much the goofy and yet likable personas that are given from, of course, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and the Sandman, and of course, the villains that we, the other two villains that we got, those being the Lizard and Electro, they're actually giving way more development and much more likable personas compared to pretty much the movies that they were in before. So yeah, I guess if anything, I really do admire the way on how well these villains actually showed up, and I really do love the way that unlike Spider-Man 3 and Amazing Spider-Man 2, where they have more than one villain in one single movie, where of course it just kind of didn't flow right, that yeah, which of course 1 or 2 hasn't had much screen time or much more development. Now, I guess for the case of this movie, since they have 5 villains, which is 2 more than those 2 movies that I actually mentioned, they actually took their time with it. They actually, you actually get fully established with them. You understand their motivations and stuff, and for that, I think they actually did a much better job at doing exactly that for sure, which is exactly why I want for cramming more than 1 villain in a movie for sure, and I think this movie really did an incredible job in doing exactly that. So, ha! Take that, Spider-Man 3 and Amazing Spider-Man 2! Though yeah, I guess Spider-Man 3 actually deserved that, and as for Amazing Spider-Man 2, I still thought it was okay, so a little half and half on the whole deserve the hag part, so. But yeah, with all those combined, that actually shows on how much I really love these characters and of course this movie, and plus pretty much all the actors that came on board. Oh, excuse me, get the sentence out before you cough, damn it. So yeah, all the actors that came on board to play all these characters, they pulled off some really great performances as always. Like, yeah, like of course, since I am mentioning Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, Tom Holland really still shines through as the web slinger himself for sure, and of course, since I mentioned the villains, yeah, pretty much all the actors that actually played all these villains, they still pulled off some great performances like they did in the previous Spider-Man movies. Like, of course, I really do enjoy Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, as always, and of course, I really love the goofy and sinister style that Willem Dafoe has brought in as the Green Goblin. I really love the incredible motivation of the hag, yeah, and sinister style that Jamie Foxx has brought in as Electro, and yeah, and let's not forget to mention, I really love the nice, pretty much the likable development that Thomas Hayden Church brought in once again as the Sandman, yeah, and of course, Rhys Ifans, yeah, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that guy's name, yeah, bringing a really evil side of the lizard for sure, so yeah, pretty much all the actors that played all these Spider-Man villains for sure, they are absolutely great as always, and I really love seeing them for sure, and of course, I still admire, of course, MJ played again by Zendaya, and of course, Jacob Bolton, I'm sorry if I mispronounced his last name, as of course, Spider-Man's best friend Ned, and of course, I was even quite thrilled that Benedict Cumberbatch has brought in a really great personality into Doctor Strange once again, so yeah, I guess if anything, much like with what I have to say about the characters, I really do admire all the actors that came on board for, of course, this movie. They really pulled off some great performances as always, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so now that I've got those 2 out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Well, quite a whole lot, actually. Like, of course, the action in this movie is brilliantly well done, as they brought in some really great fight scenes for sure, which are absolutely brilliant, and I really love how well they actually turned out. And not to mention, the visuals and the effects in this movie, for while not great, to be honest, still actually looked pretty good for sure, so, and of course, what else? Oh yeah, the direction in this movie by director John Watts is still absolutely incredible as always, and I really love how well brilliantly directed he actually excuse me, so, yeah, I really love the incredible direction that he's been given for, of course, this movie for sure, and if that being the case, I do hope he will actually bring in that great amount of direction once again for when he finally starts work on the new Fantastic Four movie that's coming out pretty soon, hopefully, so So yeah, and of course I really love on how brilliantly composed the movie's music and score is yeah, that I will have to say is of course really well done, and of course the cinematography is absolutely really great, as they had some really great camera shots for sure, which worked out brilliantly, and of course the editing is of course cut up perfectly right about now, as it really does help with not only the fantastic pacing this movie has, but not to mention its tone and atmosphere as well, which also actually works marvelously, so yeah, and of course, what else can I say about it? I think with everything, I mean, everything that I have to say, that's actually how much I really love this movie, but I guess, if anything, the most important thing that I can say is that it really does an incredible job in actually making Spider-Man, well, Spider-Man for sure, so yeah, I guess with everything that I have to say, that's how much I really love this new Spider-Man movie for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. All right, so I guess if anything, that actually shows on how much I really love this movie as always. So yeah. But if I do have one thing that I can nitpick here, and it's a pretty minor one to be honest, is that pretty much the mid-credit scenes at the end, again, I won't give that away because I don't want to spoil the whole thing, is that the mid-credit scene, for while I do think it's actually done well, I just also kind of felt it was a bit of a letdown. Like, of course, it was actually teasing something that's gonna be coming its way into this movie, but it apparently left at the last minute for sure, and it's actually such a shame too, because when I actually witnessed the hang, I was kind of wondering when that's gonna happen. Yeah, it just pretty much stopped right there, not giving me any of that, and I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, little bit of a letdown for me, but hey, I still like the idea that it has to go for sure, because yeah, maybe I wish that could have been explored a whole lot more, to be honest, but then again, that's just a small nitpick that I actually have with this movie, nothing much else, because yeah, the rest of this movie is still absolutely great for sure, and yeah, I think it's pretty clear on what I have to say on that, so yeah, pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. Alright, so I guess with everything I have to say right about now, that actually shows on how much I really love this movie right about now. So yeah, I guess overall, Spider-Man No Way Home is of course a really incredible, really likable, and truly amazing Spider-Man movie by far, let alone another fantastic movie in the MCU as always. So yeah, I guess if everything, yeah, it did everything that I would expect right about now, and all in all, I actually got a really great Spider-Man movie that actually celebrates everything, I mean everything about Spider-Man. So yeah, and of course the best way I can actually describe it right now is of course a simple little math equation that I thought I would pretty much bring into all of you guys is pretty much if anything, the first two solo MCU Spider-Man movies, plus the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, plus the Mark Webb Amazing Spider-Man movies, plus Into the Spider-Verse, which would actually equal this movie in a nutshell. So yeah, I guess if everything, that's the best way I can actually describe this movie overall. It pretty much takes everything, I mean everything I would expect, like of course the slow build-up and charming personas that had the first two MCU Spider-Man movies that we got, plus the goofy and silly nature of the Sam Raimi trilogy, plus the serious and complex tone of the Mark Webb films, and of course the self-awareness of Into the Spider-Verse, resulting in a really great combination that worked massively well right about now. So yeah, I guess with all that combined, that's actually how much I really love this movie right about now. And I think it's proud to say this is not only the best Spider-Man movie that I've actually seen out of all the Spider-Man movies in the MCU, but this is not only the best MCU movie that I've actually seen this year. Yeah, and I'm actually proud to say that it's not only my favorite movie from this year, let alone the one of the best movies I've actually seen this year, but I'm actually proud to say that this is, without a doubt, the best movie I've actually seen of all time. So yeah, I guess if anything, that actually shows how much I really love this movie. It's truly one of the best movies I've actually seen in my entire life, and personally, in my opinion, the best Spider-Man movie ever made. So yeah, I guess if anything, if you are quite curious to see it for yourself, then by all means, go ahead and see it for sure. Trust me when I say that once you actually do, you're in for a really great time for sure. That'll get you, well, swinging on in for sure. So yeah, I guess that's the good way I can actually describe this movie right about now. So yeah, for my final score right about now, I am proud to officially give Spider-Man No Way Home a massively solid 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, like I said, this is not only one of the best movies I've actually seen this year, let alone one of the best movies I've actually seen in my entire life, but I am actually proud to say that this is, without a doubt, the best Spider-Man movie of all time. So yeah, and I guess for that, I am really excited to see on what goes down for, of course, hopefully the future of Spider-Man in the MCU. Maybe they might try to do something different with him, or maybe not, and he's better off ending on a high note. We shall wait and see right about now. So yeah, I guess that's the good way I can describe it right about now. So yeah, definitely go see this movie for yourself, and of course, for this being an MCU movie, definitely stay until after the credits, because I think you're going to be in for a real treat pretty much once the credits are over for sure, and of course, it may give you a little tease on what's going to be coming our way for, of course, for the MCU for next year right now, but we shall wait and see. And of course, as always, pretty much if anything, if you haven't seen this movie, yeah, or of course, if you have seen this movie and you want to encourage your friends to actually see it, please, for the love of God, don't spoil this movie right about now, because yeah, trust me when I say it'll definitely ruin your chances to actually see this movie. So yeah, don't spoil the movie right about now. I highly encourage it. Don't spoil the movie. No spoilers. So yeah, I haven't given away any spoilers in this movie yet, and I have not given away any spoilers in this review on this movie right about now, and I am glad to actually do that for sure. So yeah, whatever the case may be, strap on your Spider-Man costume, and of course, hook yourself up with your web devices, and of course, well, swing on in to see this movie for yourself. So yeah, it's the best way I can actually describe it. Alright, yeah, just splash some water on me. My God. Alright, so I guess with all that said, that'll pretty much do exactly that for, of course, this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and let me know in the comment section below if you have seen Spider-Man No Way Home and what you thought about it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty other social media sites that I have provided. All the links to them are down in the description box below. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see sneak peeks to videos that I got coming up in the near future, as well as some other awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of on my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications so that way you'll be notified once I upload a brand new video. So yeah, that'll pretty much do exactly that. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and yeah, feels great to finally get this movie over and done with, and, well, I think we're almost done with, of course, seeing movies for 2021 right about now. I only got 2 more right about now, and I'm officially done, and I'll be fully ready to see what comes my way for 2022 next year, but I guess until then, you're just gonna have to, well, tune into, of course, my next thoughts video for well, exactly that, but yeah, I digress, and of course, to Crown City Cinemas, once again, thank you so much for, of course, that free ticket that I got from my stamp card to get me into seeing this movie, and I guess if anything, I guess this movie is pretty much my early Christmas present right about now, and I absolutely love it, so yeah. And with that, I'll definitely end this video here right about now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.